Yeah, CJ, that's my brother. I've known him since middle school. We've been close for a while, and it was really cool throughout this process to have someone who I was going through it with. That wasn't the only person. I was blessed to have other people and other teammates that also we were going through things at the same time. But we're working out together a lot. That's someone I'm really close with and have been been close with for a while. And it was a big night for both of us, for everyone who was able to realize their dreams and accomplish that goal last night. And for us to be in the same room, the same building for that, it was super special. So I'll hold on to that forever.
Hey Bryce, Pat Walter from WRL in Raleigh. From here, how do you kind of go about winning over that locker room and leading this team?
Yeah, I want to do everything I can to earn the respect of my peers, of the guys in the locker room, everyone in the building. I'm super grateful for what's happened in my past and and for being selected where I was, but I know that doesn't entitle me to anything. It's on me to prove myself, to show up every day and work and earn the respect of the people around me, and that's something I'm looking forward to starting to do.
Let's go, Jerry. Vashti, Mike K.
Bryce over here. Jared Bell, USA Today. Welcome to Carolina in the NFL. Can you tell me a little bit of what you know about the Panthers coaching staff? Have you researched what Frank Reich did in terms of assembling that staff, and how do you think that support will help you in your development?
Yeah, I've definitely, I know very well about the staff, and I think that I've been able to talk to everyone in the organization, and it's so clear how much of a plan was behind it, from bringing in from Coach Reich, having the experience that he has, and building this staff that's been here, bringing in, helping to bring in and kind of mesh some offenses as well, with a lot of the stuff that they've done in the run game and pass game with play action stuff, and I'm obviously learning now the ins and outs of it, but I've been able to talk to everyone and to hear their philosophy, and I feel like it's an amazing opportunity for me just to learn a lot, to be able to grow, and I'm super excited.
To that end, just to follow up, Jim Caldwell in particular, and the track record he has with other quarterbacks, have you met him and got any sense of how you would work together with him?
Yeah, I met him. We had conversations. He was very involved in the process as well, and we've been able to have a lot of conversations about, again, his philosophy and the philosophy of the entire staff and collective. And again, for me, I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to learn, for me to grow. And this coaching staff is, they really stuck out to me honestly throughout this process. And even in the short times that I had in the visits here and the short meetings that we were allowed to have, I was able to learn so much in that short time. And now being able to be here 24/7 and this be my job, I'm super excited for the growth that I'm going to be able to have.
Thank you.
Josh Taggart with Carolina Blitz. Welcome to Charlotte. The draft process is one that's pretty strenuous. What did you learn about yourself during this time frame?
Yeah, actually, I think I learned a really valuable lesson throughout this process. At the beginning, it was really weird not being in control of what was going to happen. There was so much movement throughout this process. There was so much that was out of my control. And I think early on, I tried to put my energy in trying to figure out what was going to happen, and trying to figure out what could I do, what can I do, and figuring, trying to navigate all that. And through that, I was humbled during that process, and understanding that the stuff that I can't control, this big picture stuff in my life, like that's not up for me to decide. I don't leave my life. I let that up to God, and I think it was a big lesson throughout this process to take that step back. Do everything that I can do, and try to do everything I can to control my circumstances, what I can do. But the stuff that I can't, it's up to God. And I think throughout this process, it being so long, there being so much that happened, it was a really big reminder of that for me.